The underground train, strange as it seems, carried many passengers but never was seen. It wasn't made of wood, wasn't made of steel, a human train that ran without wheels. Tonight we ride the underground train. It runs on tracks that are covered with pain. The whole of humanity makes up the crew, and liberty's the engineer to carry us through. The North Star will lead us, and freedom will greet us when we reach the end of the line.
Rosa Parks was born in Alabama in 1913. In her childhood, she went to an all-black school. In 1932, she married Raymond Parks. In 1955, she was riding the bus. And the bus driver asked to give up her seat. She did not move, so she got arrested. She died in 2005. Accomplishments. Rosa Parks fought for the equal rights. The African Americans boycotted riding the buses. She won the Medal of Honor in 1999. Rosa Parks worked very hard for the segregation laws.
Life history. Frederick Douglass was born 1818 in Maryland. Frederick was a slave. Being a slave was hard. Frederick had a master that beat him. He was treated very poorly. In 1838, Anna Murray helped Frederick escape. Frederick married Anna Murray. Frederick's birth name was Frederick Bailey, but he changed his last name to Douglass so his master could not find him. Frederick gave many speeches about slavery. Frederick fought for freeing slaves. Accomplishments. Frederick's house was part of the Underground Railroad, which was not a real railroad, but it helped a lot of slaves escape. In 1865, U.S. Congress passed the 13th Amendment for all slaves. Frederick Douglass was an African American that helped free a lot of slaves. Frederick died in
Life history and accomplishments. Ruby Bridges was born on 1954 in New Orleans, Louisiana. She was an African American. When she was in first grade, she picked to go to an all-white school. All of the children were like that Ruby. The white parents took their children out of the school because they were mad that she picked to go to that school. She was the only child in her class that year. When she graduated, she volunteered at her childhood elementary school. Ruby is a caring person and is still alive today.
History. Barack Obama was born August 4, 1961 in Oahu, Hawaii. In his childhood, his grandparents raised him. He went to college in New York. In 1981, he moved to Chicago. Accomplishments. Barack Obama helped people get new jobs and homes. He was elected for U.S. Senate in 1996. He was elected as president in 2008. Barack Obama is a hard-working president.
Life history. Jackie Robinson was born in Georgia. In 1919, he left Georgia to California. He was poor, so he had to earn money. He died in 1972. Accomplishments. Jackie Robinson was a famous baseball player. He was the first African American to go to the Major League team.
Life history. Jesse Owens was born in 1913 in Alabama. In high school and college, Jesse ran track. He was an athlete. He died in 1988. Accomplishments. Jesse Owens accomplished a lot in his life. He made it into the Olympics in 1936. He won the Medal of Freedom. Jesse Owens was a big honor to America.
Life history. Rosa Parks was born in Alabama in 1913. She had to attend a all-black school. In 1955, when she was riding the bus, she sat in the middle row. Then the white people's seats were filled, and a white man came in the bus. The bus driver told her to move. She said no. She was arrested. That caused black people to boycott on buses. Rosa Parks died in 2005. Accomplishments. Rosa Parks did a lot to help other black people. She was famous for equal rights. Rosa's case went to U.S. Supreme Court. They decided black people could sit anywhere. In 1955, she won the public buses court case. In 1999, Rosa Parks was given the Medal of Honor. Rosa Parks was a very brave woman.
Life history. Jackie Robinson was born in 1919 Georgia. Jackie's family moved from Georgia to California to have a better life. He was an African American. Jackie earned the money for his family. He was not allowed in the major league. Instead, he played in the Negro Baseball League. Jackie played baseball in high school and college. Accomplishments. Jackie left college to join the U.S. Army. Jackie joined an all African American baseball league. In 1947, he played for the Brooklyn Dodgers. In 1962, he was the first African American to play on a major league team. Jackie was chosen for the National Hall of Fame. Jackie Robinson is a good athlete. Life history. Ruby Bridges was born in 1954 in Louisiana. She went to all-white school. The parents got angry and took the children out of the school. She was the only student in her class. In 1971, she graduated high school. Ruby Bridges was brave. Life history and accomplishments. Harriet Tubman was born in 1820 in Maryland. She was a slave. When she was 6, she was already working. She escaped slavery in 1849. She went to Philadelphia to be free. Harriet didn't stop. She went back and helped free 300 slaves. She worked as a nurse and cook during the Civil War. She worked for the North. The North won. Harriet raised money for black school. Harriet died in 1913.
Life history. Barack Obama was born August 4th, 1961. He went to school in Honolulu, Hawaii. His grandparents raised him when his parents traveled. Barack Obama met a lawyer named Mitchell Robinson. Accomplishments. Barack accomplished a lot in his life. In 2008, he was elected as president. In 2009, he won the Nobel Peace Prize. Barack did a lot for America.
Life history. Ruby Bridges was brave. She was born in 1954 in Louisiana. Her family moved from Louisiana to New Orleans. She was 4 when she moved. She is African American. Ruby Bridges was the first African American child who attended a school with all white children. The segregation law had passed 6 years earlier. Ruby Bridges graduated high school. She loved caring for children. She always volunteered at her childhood elementary school. She loved to help children's education. In 1984, she got married and raised 4 sons. In 1999, she wrote a book about herself. Ruby Bridges is still alive today. Accomplishments. Ruby Bridges fought for any kids to go to any school they wanted to. She picked to go to an all-white school. White parents were angry, so they took their children out of school. Ruby was the only student in her class that year. She was determined to stay in the white school to learn. She was courageous because she led other African Americans to an all-white school.
Life history. George was born in Missouri, 1849. When he was a child, he was a slave. Then he lived on a farm. On the farm, he was learning about plants and crops. Accomplishments. George Washington Carver accomplished a lot in his life. George got a teaching job and taught farming. Then George was an inventor. He invented to use sweet potatoes and peanuts. George was a very hard-working man. Life history. Jackie Robinson was a famous baseball player. He was born in 1919 and died in 1972. Jackie Robinson was an African American. His family was very poor and they wanted a better life. So they moved from Georgia, where he was born, to California. In high school and college, Jackie played baseball, but his dream went to a hole when he had to make money for his family. So he joined the U.S. Army for a short time, then joined a Negro League team. Accomplishments. Jackie accomplished a lot in his life. He was the first African American to be in a major league team. Usually, black people could not be in major league teams, but he got in. Jackie was also the first African American to be elected to the Hall of Fame. In 1962, Jackie Robinson was an amazing baseball player. Life history. Barack Obama was born in Honolulu, Hawaii on August 4, 1961. His grandparents helped raise him while his parents traveled the world. Accomplishments. Barack Obama accomplished a lot in his life. The first African American to win president. He was re-elected in 2012. He was leader of the White House. Life history. Harriet Tubman was born early 1820s. She was born in Maryland. She was a slave. Harriet Tubman worked at age 6. She died in 1913. Accomplishments. Harriet Tubman helped to stop slavery. She escaped from slavery in 1849. She went to Philadelphia. She worked at the Underground Railroad to help slaves. She helped more than 300 slaves. Harriet Tubman was helpful to slaves.
Life history. George was born in 1846. He was born in slavery in Missouri. He lived on a farm. George loved learning about plants and crops. George went to a high school and college. He learned about plants and farming. George died in 1943. Accomplishments. George accomplished lots of good things in his life. George had a teaching job. He became an inventor. George made ink, cheese, and shampoo from peanuts. George did lots of hard work to be an inventor.
History. Rosa was born in Alabama in 1913. Rosa's real name was Rosa McCullough. She had to go to all black schools. In 1932, Rosa married Raymond Parks. In 1955, she was asked to give up her seat for a white man. She did not move. She was arrested. She started a boycott for black people to stop riding the buses. She died in 2005. Accomplishments. Rosa helped end segregation laws. The court people said it was illegal for white people to sit in the front of the bus and black people had to sit in the back of the bus. In 1999, Rosa was given the Medal of Honor. People call her the mother of civil rights. Rosa is a hero.